Today I'm gonna have my first night flight in the US. Today we're gonna do 10 or less, a little less, full stop landings, and next time we're gonna have a flight near to Manhattan with skyscrapers view, so it's gonna be a really beautiful flight. But today we're just training to prepare it. Tonight I'm gonna have class with Greg. This is another instructor. I have never had any class with him, and also I'm gonna fly in another aircraft, which is 172 as well, but each aircraft is different.
Right, camera action, good?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Alright.
Full power, right rudder, just right rudder, we don't play with rudder.
Airspeed is alive.
Airspeed alive.
About 50.
50, 55.
55, rotate.
Very good.
And a little bit more for
Perfect, man.
70. Climbing 900 feet and then turn right.
Okay. It's your first night time?
No, I used to have 3 hours of night time when I get my Russian private pilot license.
Oh, okay. You have already your private pilot license
Yeah,
from Russia?
I have it, yeah.
Oh, nice. Then you can start turning to the northbound.
Yeah.
There you go. Very good. And climb 1,500.
Already, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, climbing 1,500.
And no, when you turn no more than 20 degrees. And the north it's here.
So different airplane, really.
Yeah, no problem. I'm here too. You know why we maintain 1,500?
To be above the traffic, but less than glide path for that airport, but I can't see.
It's over there. You see the runway?
Probably.
9 o'clock.
Yeah.
To be below the flight path of ILS, not above. Are we high or low?
I think we're good.
Okay. Usually I keep lots of laps, and I always ask myself a big question before landing. Can I make the field in case of any emergency?
I don't think so.
Why you put flaps?
Oh, got it.
Then, once you answer yourself this question, now, for me, still I cannot make the field.
Yeah, with these flaps, definitely.
Very good. Now, I definitely can make the field in case of any emergency. Full flaps in.
Oh, got it.
Okay, makes sense? Very good.
Landings during night are so different. I cannot feel the distance like I do it during day.
Cool. We have other. Did you realize that we have another aircraft with us in the traffic pattern?
Yeah, I realized that.
Okay,
yeah.
then I will rock my wing and check where he are. He just passed.
Yeah.
Then we can go. Very good. 70 good. 70 not 65, not 60. Nose down. And that power. Hold it. He was pitching too much.
I'm closer to
Yeah, it's normal vision, yeah.
This is different.
Yeah.
Next day we plan to have more night flights, cross-country night, and as you can remember, Ryan and I decided to have this route through Manhattan. I decided to take one more ground school class with Ryan when we will plan all radio communication. He will explain me all landmarks I need to be focused on, because I wanted to do all this flight by myself as much as possible.
Runway 22 in November, cleared for takeoff, 733 Papa Golf.
And he said left turnout's approved, so that means we can make our traffic pattern to the left here.
Turn left approved.
Okay. See the windsock?
Oh yeah, I can see. It's calm.
All right.
Full power, airspeed is alive, 50, 55, let's rotate, 70,
Wings level, please.
wings level.
All right, let's start a left crosswind turn. We're gonna make a left downwind departure. Just this.
System 3 Papa Golf, contact Peterborough 119.5.
119.5, contact Tibera, 733 Papa Golf. Tibera Tower,
Good evening, 733 Papa Golf. Just departed Caldwell, altitude 1,500, eastbound. Request transition through your airspace, skylight southwest.
Okay, 2,000 feet.
You got it.
Reduce power and maintaining this altitude.
Is it 2,000? It's 2000 feet off? I don't know what feet is. Foot off. Здравствуй, New York.
Здравствуй, Нью-Йорк! 3 Papa Golf здесь!
There you go, man. There's Central Park. City is much prettier in the nighttime.
Oh, wow! Can you have the controls, please?
Absolutely.
I want to film this. Incredible.
733 Papa Golf, you can contact Newark 127.85.
12785, 3 Papa Golf, thank you.
I think the coolest building in the world is Empire State Building.
Yeah?
Yeah, my opinion.
Newark Tower, 733 Papa Golf, 2000, skyline southbound.
Skyhawk 733 Papa Golf, Newark Tower, good evening, altimeter 3027.
Good evening, 3 Papa Golf. All right, you have the controls, sir?
I have the controls.
You got them. One World Trade Center. What else? Where's the Intrepid? Did we pass it? Oh, there's the Intrepid behind us at your 7 o'clock.
Oh.
Let's get a little bit closer to the right here. See, there's a guy passing underneath
I can
us.
see, yeah.
Yep, 2000, please. All right. Man, I wish I knew all the names of these bridges. Madison Square Garden is off your left. You see the circle building that's got yellow on it? All right.
All these incredible skyscrapers right here.
Flight through Manhattan is one of the most incredible experiences I've ever had. This is so impressive. This is beautiful. This is amazing. And of course, I filmed all this process, but no camera can share how it was in real life. When you watch it, just multiply what you see at least at 10 times.
Newark Tower, 733 Papa Golf. Can we descend to 1,500 to circle about Statue of Liberty?
Skyhawk 3 Papa Golf, 1,500 approved.
1,500 approved, 3 Papa Golf.
Wow, I'm circling around Statue of Liberty at night in the airplane. I can't believe it. Do you remember your first time doing here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
I was scared witless because it was my first time and I had never done it before.
Wow! Incredible! Wow! The best thing I did with airplane, and I don't think something is gonna overtake it.
I'm happy, man. I'm happy for you.
This is even better than drive Ferrari in Alps. This is even better to jump with parachute. This is even better to, I don't know, drive Formula.
A bunch of pilots in the world have never had this experience, but I did it. And after that, we had to keep going our night cross country to do landing in another airport with certain distance from Caldwell, and there was some interesting feature. The runway on airport Sullivan County was off. We didn't see any lights, and then to activate it, I had to press 5 times to button of radio communication on frequency of this area. After that, lights of the runway switched on, and I even could adjust it. If I wanted to do it brighter, I had to press 7 times. If I wanted to do it less bright, I had to press 3 times.
All right, let's click the radio transmit button 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. There we go. All right, you have a tendency to land long, man. We're gonna have to work on that. Which way is the wind coming from?
Here's calm.
Okay. All right, hold it off. Hold it off.
It was flat.
Almost flat.
Almost
It's
flat.
because you're doing this.
Yeah.
You're jerking it.
It's way more challenging than Caldwell night flight.
You think so?
Yeah.
That's just because it's new. Once we get past that line, so we're going to keep going straight ahead until we cross this line.
Yeah.
Then we'll come to a stop.
Oh, wow. A lot of new experience.
Yes.
It's night outside, but I don't sleep. I'm preparing to tomorrow's flight. It's gonna be diversion flight. Kyle told me we have the full route, all preparation, but somewhere in the middle of this route he will say, for example, there is a thunderstorm on your way, we need to diversion to, and he will give me any airport. For example, Ryan and I used to fly here, Sullivan County. I don't think the way is gonna be so far away, maybe Orange County, Sussex, Wrightstown, and I'm trying to be prepared for that flight. For example, I found out that this airport, Aeroflex, has right pattern in case of runway 3 in Houston. Probably I will go there, who knows. And also I refreshed the knowledge about how it works, I mean ATC in uncontrolled airspaces, airdromes. You need to call first time 10 miles before, then 5 miles before, then 2 miles before, and you need to choose runway and the way enter to pattern and all this stuff. So I'm a little nervous, but I hope everything is gonna be okay. At least I am familiar with this area. I think it's gonna help me a lot. This is the day of my exam, cross-country check ride. I'm waiting for Kyle, he's gonna be here in a few minutes. I have the plan of flight, route, with all necessary information here and here as well. Today we're gonna have diversions. It means that I won't use this chart. This is a scheme of airport I fly to. We're gonna do diversion in the middle of the way. I'm nervous. I repeated all theory information yesterday and I did it today, but anyway, this is complicated stuff. I couldn't fall asleep yesterday for, I don't know, 1.5 hours, and I woke up before my alarm again today, 1 hour before, but I don't feel like tired or some stuff like this. I'm nervous, but I'm ready for exam.
Airspeed is alive, 50, 57, 60. Wind level, now ready for the wind. Watch that airport, glide path, don't climb over 1500. High speed means my angle of climbing is low. Glide path cleared, can turn right and climb 2500 to 1AQ.
733 Papa Golf, exchange approved, good day.
Frequency change approved, good day, thanks. 3 Papa Golf. Watching speed, watching altitude, it's almost 2500, ready to horizontal flight, 2500, reduce power until 2300 and maintain 2500 until I will be over the 1AQ. If I can drop the stone from my window and get it there, I can climb more. Airspeed as I planned, but ground speed a little less than I planned. I'm gonna
runway 4 clear for takeoff, 928
timer over 1AQ when I turn heading 36. Clouds so less, I cannot follow 5500 even after 1AQ. I'll fly less. My plan is to fly 3500 if it's possible. Okay. If clouds will be still close to me, I will less. My goal is to choose one altitude and follow it. Don't change it all the time. I can 100% drop the stone and get the 1AQ. That's why I can climb more. Also, I need to change my heading 36. 36. Right now climbing 3500 if it's possible to maintain. You can see that airport on the left side. Hilltop clear. Start. I estimate time to next point 5 minutes. No, 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Confused. All right. I've done with 1 minute before. The next place.
4 Romeo Papa, traffic orbiting over the...
My landmark is Big Road and Power. Okay, 3500. Horizontal flight. Maintain heading. I probably see that road. No, I don't see the name of the road. Wherever. Maybe that place on the left side will be the
5353.
Passing the road. This is my first landmark, which is right here, and then can maintain 36. Next leg is going to take 14 minutes. Let's start the
A3 Alpha, Roger, you are number...
timer.
So where are we right now on the map?
This lake is right here. We're right here.
Okay. All right. Now, weather's bad ahead of us. I want to go to Sussex.
This one, no, the direction is gonna be 28, 280, clear and start, 180, watch airspeed. Okay, let's measure the distance. It's more easy to do it right here. I have my sectional here. 3,500, 45 miles. My ground speed is 85. Let's measure the time.
Runway
85 with 45 miles is gonna take from us 33 minutes. I was here, my airport is here, 10 miles, 20, it's about 20 miles, 20 miles. My ground speed is 90, I'm gonna get 20 miles, and 12 minutes.
Take that over additional altitude, 80.
And sounds better. 1.5 gallons of fuel, we have more than enough fuel to reach that destination. Let's listen the weather there, 118.525.
Wind 340 at 07. Visibility 10.
So what runway did you say we were landing at? Lincoln Park? I'm sorry, Sussex.
runway 3.
Okay.
And we're probably 5 miles between, because I see this lake, I have to say Sussex Airport, Hawk 733 Papa Golf, 5 miles east, inbound airport for landing, Sussex Airport. 11 minutes on timer, probably some airport is gonna be soon. I can see the road. I can look for the road. Road is right here. Mining is right here. I'm above the mining right now. I need to fly rider. Oh, I can see the airport, but I'm not from the north side like I planned to be. That's why.
Give them a heads up of where we are and what we're doing.
Yeah. Sussex Airport, Skyhawk 733 Papa Golf. East 1 mile of airport, inbound landing, enter downwind runway 3, left Sussex Airport. I need to descend to 1,500, which is traffic pattern altitude, and enter to downwind, which is opposite side, runway 3 from there. I'm on the inside from there. Oh, my speed is so fast. That's okay. Okay, 1,500. Reducing the speed to 90. We're in a downwind. Oh, I lost altitude during all this stuff. Sussex Airport, 733 Papa Golf on final runway 3, ready for landing.
Go around.
Go around full power. Sussex Airport, 733 Papa Golf, go around. Runway 3.
Yeah, make sure you take that out right away. We're not going to climb. When do you take out your second notch of flaps?
Please repeat slowly.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. Too early on that.
It's bad.
All right, we're just going to go back to Caldwell.
Sussex 733 Papa Golf, outbound north, thanks. Sussex 733 Papa Golf. Alright, to get back to Caldwell, I want to fly this direction to Obonaque because this is for me more easier way to orienteer. It's gonna be from here to here, which is direction 140. 140 is my clear. Enter. Timer. Now I'm gonna measure the distance after finish my turn. Sussex Airport, 733 Papa Golf, east departure, last call, Sussex Airport. I'm Sussex here, Greenwood Lake here. Let's do it easy. It's less than 20, it's about 18 miles. 18 miles is gonna take from me with my ground speed 107. 20 miles is gonna take 11 minutes, about 18 miles, 10 minutes. It's gonna take 10 minutes For 10 minutes, we're gonna spend about 1.5 gallons of fuel. I'm climbing 3,500. Let's listen the weather 80s Caldwell.
175 feet Zulu, wind variable at 4, visibility 10, sky clear below.
I can see runway right there. I'm lefter than I planned to be honest. Okay, here I can descend to 2,500, start to descend. To be 2,500 over Volunteer. I will fly over water to have more altitude. Okay. Hopefully this is Volunteer. Let's descend to 1,500.
Heading north on 1,700 off your right.
Traffic inside, Tom. Traffic inside, 73 Papa Golf.
We shouldn't be going below 1,700 here anyway. Why?
Because elevation of the Earth.
Lincoln Park's traffic pattern.
Got it.
You're going to descend right into their pattern. You got to come in a little high, and then once we get a little bit over, see the water tank or this ridge? Then we can drop it down the last 500 feet.
Got it.
If you descend too early, you're going to descend into their pattern, and that would be bad.
Yeah, I understand.
You want to 760 Papa Golf, runway 4, clear to land.
Runway 4, clear to land, 733 Papa Golf.
When we came back to airport of my aviation school, I had to descend to traffic pattern, which is 1,200 from altitude 2,500, which is below than Bravo airspace, which is above that area. But I again made mistake. I did my descending too earlier. There was another airport around which also has altitude of traffic pattern 1,200. So I came into that traffic pattern of that airport, and Kyle told me about that mistake. He didn't even wait for finish of our exam to tell me this information. And after he told me that, I decided that I don't pass again and I will have to do another stage check cross country, another diversion.
Right rudder. Yeah. You need a lot more right rudder, and you need to come in with that wing down. We side loaded it there.
You said I had to have more right rudder in the...
Yep, the nose was pointing to the left because that's the way the wind was coming from. The plane always wants to call weather vane. It always wants to point into the wind. So we needed a lot more right rudder to point the nose straight. But the minute you do that, what's the plane going to do as far as track? It's going to start drifting to the right. So how do you stay over the center line?
I need to fly like this and have right
drop
rudder.
the left aileron to hold over the center line and the right rudder to keep the nose pointing straight down the runway. We were landing like crosswind like this, and we went because we landed what they call side loaded. We came in a little bit crabbed.
I failed just one gear. To be honest, I was trying to do it.
Yeah, you just didn't have enough correction. Day like today, you're gonna have to move and make larger corrections.
Even takeoff was complicated today.
Yeah, so it was pretty good. You found the airport, you did a couple things right, you did a couple things wrong, which for this check ride, it's still gonna pass, but if you make the same mistake on the final stage check, it's not gonna do so well. So we'll talk about more of it when we get in the classroom.
Yeah, because I will be more focused there.
Yeah, I don't do it when we're taxiing. Try not to.
So guys, Kyle told me that I passed this exam, I can do my cross-country solo. I have only 9 hours of country solo required to finish my studying here and of course final stage check. By the way, Kyle told me that I hadn't passed this exam if it wouldn't be final stage check due to some issues. Let's go and figure out what he was talking about.
Cross-country planning, passenger brief was good, taxi was good, run-up was good. Just watch where your tail's pointing. If there was some kind of debris on the runway or on the taxiway or on the ramp, as you add power, you're just gonna blow it up into someone else's plane. And it ruins their paint job. And they've complained a lot to the airport, and then the airport comes and tells us, watch your students, make sure they're doing that. So just make sure, like when you turn the tail, if there's something over here, just turn a little bit more so that you're pointing towards nothing, just to be a little courteous to the people who own the planes there. All right, takeoff was good. I wanted a straight line from here to Albany. Why do we go here to here to here?
Because I'm sure about this way. I know exactly
how can I get this place, and what altitude I have to be there, and all additional information. And from here, for me, it's more easier to fly to bridge, because this is like landmark.
Yeah, but I wanted a straight line.
It's better if I have my way from here,
I just
for example,
wanted to
here
see-
and to here immediately. Yeah.
Even if you started straight from here and go on a straight line, I
So
would just
that-
want one straight line. That's what I asked for. Not a bunch of turns. You're just going to add time, fuel, not really necessary. And we got really close to this restricted area, which could go active. Not to mention that if it was a Saturday, it's probably a restricted TFR right here. Stadium. And that's any stadium that's large enough and open air that will trigger a TFR if someone's playing there. This is West Point. You know what West Point is?
No.
U.S. Military Academy. This is where the U.S. military officers learn. It's their military college. They play Saturday every football. This is football season. Every Saturday, college football, that would definitely be a TFR. But even then, I did have this as far as a later question. How did you draw a straight line from one side of the map to the other?
I use another map.
One of the ways to do it?
Yeah, it was.
What if you don't have another map?
I can choose some landmark to go here, and
But that's not a straight line. I want a straight line. Like, if you draw a line to here, you know it's going to be from here to here, and then it'll bend and have another
I
one.
can measure my line by this line.
So how do you know where Albany is? Yeah, but if I want you to draw a line using one map from here to Albany, or even, we'll say, from Caldwell to Albany, how do you draw that line?
I don't know.
So 3 ways to do it. Easiest way, don't throw out the old maps. For the exact reason you just said. You use one map, kind of tape them together, you can draw the line, you flip the two, draw the line again.
It was my
Easy
way.
peasy. That's the easiest way to do it. But if you don't have another map, the other way to do it nowadays is the digital way.
If my vocabulary during this process will be like, today, is it acceptable if I give
It is
more
acceptable.
details?
Yeah, no, it was fine with what you gave. But again, the best thing you could have done is stick with the standard phraseology and stuff. That's what you get on the 45. You could say, I'm 2 miles east of the field, setting up for the 45. So circle all around, and then you say, I'm on the 45. Easier communication, and everyone's a little more understanding of what you're doing. But your communication was fine.
Thank you very much.
Good job.
So, it was not perfect, but good enough to pass this exam. I think it's good that I had all these mistakes and Kyle explained it to me. I hope next time during stage check right, stage check, both of them, wherever, I will do everything correctly. Right now, I'm glad to have this video to be able to watch it a few times at home. This is really cool stuff that I film all the process. I can watch it, refresh my knowledge and be better pilot.
Eventually, Kyle told me that I can do my cross-country solo flight. I was so happy, but the weather was bad. That's why Ryan and I decided to keep going our education program. We had to do long cross-country route, first to airport which was familiar for me, and then our route was to another airport which located in Tirsa airspace. This is controlled airspace, and when weather will allow, I will fly the same route by myself, solo cross-country flight.
That's the water tank over there. Yeah. So he said just remain east of that water tank. Don't like go directly north right away. Now I can feel that heater. Are you going to keep your plane outside or will you have a hangar?
I think I will keep it outside.
Are you going to fly it in winter?
Yeah, I even have a ski for airplane.
Really?
Yeah.
Or 3 Papa Golf. Previous traffic no factor. Resume on navigation.
I resume my own navigation, 733 Papa Golf.
All right, very good.
There is a Vanna queue. I turn left.
Very good.
And climb in 2,500.
Excellent.
3 Papa Golf. Frequency approved. Good day.
Frequency change approved. Have a good day. Thanks. 733 Papa Golf. I know what I want to say, but I'm looking for appropriate words. I don't know.
Sometimes when I have a hard time thinking about what to say, I'll just repeat back what he said, like to him, like an idiot. It happens. Well, the first point I have here was this is Wanacue, and then the next one is what? 341, or excuse me, 336 to Wanacue.
This is VOR.
Yes.
Right, my VOR is right. here. Second part was right.
And Brookhaven traffic, you got a Lancer entering left downwind.
Yeah, that's right.
Good. And you can tell by the sound of the engine that we're getting a little fast here. Let's reduce our speed to our RPMs to 2,400.
What are you doing?
Changing it. I can tell right now. Right here. So it says right here, the heading is 336. The course is 341. I can just tell by the way that we are moving that we are going too far to the left. This column, this is our heading. This is our track. Course or track. They're the same thing. Does that make sense?
Not really.
Well, you can also just see on the map here, we were going to go too far to the left here.
Yeah, I can see it.
All right.
But here we are not to the left. Here we have different way.
Yeah, that's because it calculated the route from Caldwell. Let's center that green indication right there. Okay, very good. 347. Okay, that'll allow us to use the VOR to find our airport.
It's VOR.
Yes, the Huguenot VOR. Which direction is the wind coming from?
Tailwind to our direction.
Yeah, let's pull out our map here. Let's use your pencil. Now, from Huguenot to Sullivan County.
Yeah.
Let's use a pencil and let's find what radial this is on. See the airport yet?
Probably that place is the airport.
Yep, you got it.
This is uncontrolled airport.
Yes.
It's easy. Sullivan County International, Skyhawk 733 Papa Golf, southwest inbound landing. Sullivan County International.
Don't forget to say how far away you are.
I said 10 miles now.
No. But that's okay. So what's the pattern altitude? You can just tell by looking right here.
1,004 plus 1,000, 2,400. And runway in use probably. Wind is 330. Probably runway 33 in use today.
Where'd you get that wind from?
Because we have tailwind. We fly there.
If we had tailwind, then runway 15 would be in use. But airspeed, the wind at altitude is not always the same as the surface.
I got your logic. You are totally right. If wind 33,
wind is probably somewhere from like 210 right now. We don't know what it's like at the surface. So let's overfly the airport and let's look at the windsock and then let's make our descent.
Should I descend 1,000?
I would descend to 500 feet above the pattern altitude.
3,000.
3,000, exactly. Okay, so let's call them again. Let's say that we're 5 miles to the south.
Yeah.
We're going to overfly the field.
Okay, County International, Skyhawk 733 Papa Golf, 5 miles southeast. We're gonna overfly airport, Sullivan County.
Good. And, look around, see if you can see if there's any other traffic. I don't see anybody flying on here.
Maybe he doesn't have...
He may not have the 80 or it could be broken. And look at this, almost 9 minutes exactly.
Yeah.
All right, I can see, so there's windsocks. Do you see the 4 lights? The PAPI lights?
Yeah.
Just to the left of it,
I
can see the windsock. I think, actually, it's hard to tell right now, this far away.
But probably the wind from there to here, and here is left traffic, both sides. After we pass runway, we figure out wind direction, decided runway in use, then I say my intentions, and we start to enter to pattern.
Good.
Left downwind for runway in use.
Yes.
Wind is definitely from here to there. Runway 15 in use. 15. Turn left. I need to go to downwind from this side. So after I pass the airport, I can turn right with descending, turn right, and here, somewhere there, I will come downwind with 45 degrees.
Good. Let's disengage our autopilot, and let's turn to the right here, and let's keep descending down to, what's the pattern altitude?
2,400.
Okay, excellent.
Okay, Sullivan County, Cessna 733 Papa Golf, over runway, turn right to the east. I will return 2 miles and enter downwind left pattern, runway 15, Sullivan County.
Excellent.
looks like we're gonna be alone today on the pattern.
Nice.
Yeah, so comfort, no wind almost. Check the windsock one more time.
Excellent.
If I didn't have double check yesterday, I would not pass the exam. I confused the section of linейка, what is called, to measure the distance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I measured 40 miles between the lake and Sussex from first time.
Yeah, didn't we do that when we flew together?
We did it, but you know, like stress and all this stuff.
Yeah. All right, let's do our gums check, please.
Yeah, right. Gas, both, mixture full, power 2000, under cage fixed, seatbelts fasten, and switches not required.
Excellent.
Okay, let's reduce our speed. Have 10 degrees flaps.
Beautiful.
Then 20.
You're going to be way too high already, Ilya. I can tell you right now. Reduce your power to 1,500.
And carb heat in case. Solon County 73 Papa Golf, clear for takeoff, runway 15 Solon County. Alright, let's do it.
Okay. So we're going to, from here to this VOR. And then when we get a little bit closer, they will tell us where to turn. But let's plug in the frequency for this VOR. It should be 111.6. Perfect. Let's listen to it.
National Airport is information X-ray 135 runway 42.
This is also the ATIS for Scranton Airport. Approach 120.95. Let's load that in. Very good. Now, how long are we is it going to take us to fly?
13 minutes, right?
Oh yeah. Actually, I think I put it in. I think I said like 13 minutes to this airport. We'll see you in 12 minutes. We're going to pass by this airport, Cherry Ridge. We are abeam Cherry Ridge Airport. You can say 1 mile north of Cherry Ridge Airport. Inbound to land at Scranton. Information.
Landing, what is called?
Wilkes-Barre Airport.
Wilkes-Barre. Yeah, I can see it.
November 3 Papa Golf Squawk 0242.
Say again, 3 Papa Golf?
3 Papa Golf Squawk 0242.
0242, 3 Papa Golf.
Number 3 Papa Golf, radar contact 3 miles south of Cherry Ridge Airport, and Wilkes-Barre altimeter is 3043. You said you're inbound to Wilkes-Barre. Advise information X-ray.
All right, so you could say we have X-ray 3 Papa Golf.
Roger, and your Cherokee type?
Negative, Cessna Skyhawk.
It's bad you...
Citation 3 Charlie Alpha.
It's okay. I think you missed that one.
I will do it
Moving
next time
71
alone.
Romeo,
I need
contact
to
Allentown approach 124.
Yeah, he just asked, are you a Cherokee type? He's asking about what kind of aircraft. He's saying, are you a Piper Cherokee? I said, no, Cessna Skyhawk.
He also said about 3 miles. I wanted to ask him say again to make sure
He said radar contact 3 miles south of the airport. Somewhat accurate.
I didn't have to respond this information.
Correct.
Okay. And we are just waiting for his next...
Yeah, so what he's going to say, a couple things you could say. He could say climb or descend to a certain altitude. He could say turn right to a heading of 270. Whatever. And if he says that, just, right turn 270, 3 Papa Golf. He'll also say report runway in sight. And you can just say Roger, 3 Papa Golf, and then when you see it, airport in sight, 3 Papa Golf. That's why you want to make sure your altimeter is as accurate as possible, because sometimes being 50 feet higher or lower can mean the difference between landing or having to go to a different airport. All right, so the airport should be to our 11 o'clock.
Probably that space is airport.
No, it's much bigger.
And right now we expect to be there in 12 minutes since 3 minutes ago.
Yes.
It's really, really comfortable to fly with autopilot. Wow.
I know.
Okay, runway 4 is going to be... Runway 4 is going to be from So,
Yes.
we're flying from here, left downwind runway 4. We are gonna be from here. That's why we need to turn right here.
Right downwind.
Right downwind.
Yep.
And go downwind. Turn right, yeah.
All right, now if you look over at the map here, 10 miles away, it's to our 11 o'clock.
Can you see it?
Yeah, but I know what to look for.
Where you can see it?
It's partly hidden behind a hill.
Right there?
It'll become very obvious to you here in a second.
Cessna 3 Papa Golf, taxi ramp via Bravo 3, Bravo Alpha 2.
Taxi by Bravo 3, Bravo 2, 33 Papa Golf.
Cessna 3 Papa Golf, say destination.
Caldwell Tower, 733 Papa Golf.
Roger.
I finally beginning to understand ATC.
Yeah, I know. You've improved a lot.
Papa Golf, squawk 4251.
Squawk 4251, 733 Papa Golf.
You're improving faster than a lot of people that spoke English their whole lives.
I'm just trying to speak English all the time with everybody.
During the homeward way, Ryan told me that he is so impressed by my ATC. My skill is growing every day. Also, he was glad about my entry into pattern, about my landing, about all algorithms I do. And he told me that since now I have to just wait good weather to do my first cross-country solo. You will see this in new episode, that's why subscribe to not miss anything. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much and до свидания.